Do 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 do. Yeah. Got that jaguar spirit, got that warrior spirit, got that powerful spirit, cause I'm connected to spirit. I ain't got no enemies, nah, I got heavenly energies, y'all. Grand greetings to everybody. Thank you for being with me at this time. Welcome to the Crystalline Temple. All who are meant to be here are meant to be here, and I appreciate your presence and your support. Thank you for commenting, and subscribing. First question we're gonna answer is, why did this earthling right here decide she wanted to sit with Grandmother Aya, sacred medicine? Well, to keep it simple, my mom passed away last year, and for anybody who's lost a parent or a loved one, especially for the first time, I'm sure we all remember the first time losing somebody really close to us and how impactful it is on our life, on our mental state, on our journey, on our path, how it is very transitional, and losing a parent that was really the main parent in your life is like, damn. And at the time, I was only 24, and I'm just over here like, yo, I wasn't ready for all of this. So yeah, it was definitely a shock to the system, lots of shadow work, a lot of heaviness and energies that I had to transmute, and eventually I just got to a point where I just felt like I was shedding, and I'm in this cocoon, and I'm gonna be breaking through this cocoon soon to be a butterfly, something completely new, or the phoenix, and there's a blockage. There's this blockage that's in the way for me breaking through to live my best life and continue my journey of life. And I do believe that death is not only the person you love that passed away, but you die as well when you lose people around you, and you birth another version of yourself. And that birthing of who I am now is still, she's evolving now and learning and growing, but I don't think I'd be able to reach where I'm at now if I didn't sit with ayahuasca. I've had dreams and a calling to sit with her, so it wasn't something that was just like, oh, I just want to try it, It was more so just like, I feel like she's what I need from what I've heard and the research I've done, and she called me, and I feel like that's how it should be. If you feel a calling to sit with her, then know that you should act on it. But if you're doing it based off of oh, I just want to get high or something like that, then I wouldn't recommend it, because she's a presence that deserves respect. And once you experience her, you cannot see reality as you perceive it now being the same. You experience the true reality on ayahuasca. 2 months ago was the last time I sat with Aya, and probably will be the last. But so it's been 2 months since then, and I've come to learn a lot. Starting off with being in that intersection of the spirit realm and the physical. That intersection where it's the realest, that was crazy. And it was really a breakthrough, and it makes you just have so much gratitude for your life, and just being able to be a part of this journey and this really crazy time and shifting time that we are in. It makes you have so much grace and hope. My first night was just me connecting with my mom again, and realizing oh, death is just a transformation or a change into another form and another energy, right? And that death of the physical is birthed into the spiritual, okay? Death in the spiritual is birthed into the physical. So let that sink in. Just being able to sit with my mom again and hear her guidance, her voice, her reassurance, her, apologies, and just knowing she's with me still was just such a breakthrough, because I think we have an attachment to the physical of a person, place, or thing, and when that physical thing is gone, we assume that the essence is no longer there either, and that's not the case. It is very much so still alive and present in a lot simpler and a lot more complicated ways than we can comprehend. I was able to really heal a lot of that, and Aya told me, I told her, please be gentle on me. She told me, hey, you are gonna need the presence of your mom, because tomorrow our second ayahuasca journey is gonna be a little something crazy, okay? It's gonna be a little crazy, but you can handle it, you can do it. And I was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna be present with today then and keep it easy. But she was not lying. So next day comes, this is the second ayahuasca session, right? And they up the dosage the second day. So second day is like the most intense day, while the first day is like you're just getting to know each other, right? You're on a date with ayahuasca, Now it's like, oh, you really want to get to know me? Oh, she gonna dive deep. You guys gonna dive deep together. And also they say like you're supposed to purge a lot when you're on ayahuasca, and I personally did not throw up at all. I was like the only person that didn't puke. But I did cry a lot, so I guess that's just my way of purging. I've already done a lot of healing work, and so I felt like I've purged already a lot in my life, so I wasn't surprised too much that I didn't throw up, and I was just happy and content, like, yo, okay, I'll take some tears. This is what I needed. I needed an emotional cleansing from such a griefful, heavy year. Second day was scary for me at first. We doubled up the dosage for our ayahuasca, and I looked at my partner and I was just like, I'm anticipating something's gonna happen, and I just didn't know what it was. And so, one thing they don't tell you about ayahuasca is if you go to like a real shaman, a Shibibo shaman, and there's another ranking of shaman I forgot in the Indian shamanic mysticism tradition, but essentially they sing a song, and as they sing a song and you're on ayahuasca, they're singing a song to the ayahuasca within you. So what do you think is happening? You are peaking every time they are singing. Okay, I don't know how many times I peaked, and they stopped, and I was like, okay, like damn, okay, I'm okay. I think I'm done. I think we're good here. I think that's what I needed. I think there's no more highs and lows. I'm up here thinking it's over, and what do they keep doing? They keep singing. They keep singing over and over and over and over. And you know what happens? I keep peaking over and over and over and over again. And I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm perceiving things intensely now. We're in it. I was just like observing everybody else from this state, because everybody around me is purging, right? We're all in this dome room. Everyone's like projectile vomiting, and I'm just over here like perceiving it. And I'm also very energetically aware and sensitive, so I'm over here like, yo, they're like throwing up their demons and their heavy dense energies, and I feel a whole bunch of shit crawling on me energetically and on my auric field, and I'm just kind of like, Nadia, take a deep breath, come back to your power. Remember that this is not for you to carry. You are in a safe space. These things cannot harm you. These things cannot attach to you. So I just had to continue to say that to myself. And then crazy thing happened. Closed my eyes and I saw this mothership come down, and this sentient being of light, named Yeshua, came and walked up to me. He's like, "Hey, do you need my help?" And I was just like, you know what? I think I'm okay now. I think I'm alright. I don't know. And then next thing you know, he's like, "Okay, I'm right here with you, Nadia." And I'm just like, okay. And then another wave happens, and the lady starts singing again, the shaman starts singing, and I'm just like, yo, here we go. And then I'm getting so anxious and worked up. I asked for some mapacho. They normally pass out mapacho. You're not supposed to inhale it. You're supposed to just puff it, and it's supposed to clear your energy. So I asked for some, and I used that, and I accidentally inhaled. it, and I was just like, oh no. Oh no. I literally just went from, okay, I'm calming down, to peak anxiety. My heart was beating through the roof. I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm going to transcend today, tonight, right now. I'm starting to get anxious. I'm starting to have a panic attack. And I just close my eyes. I try doing some breathing. I'm trying to resist having to ask for help. And I close my eyes, and Yeshua comes to me. He's like, "Are you ready to take my hand now?" And I was like, "Yes. Help me, please." And so we go on this journey, and he pretty much is just like, you're the shaman. You see, this is who you really are. You're able to perceive these things, other people's energies and entities, and you're able to distance yourself and create something to manipulate these energies. And I'm saying manipulate as more so in an alchemical process. We manipulate ingredients when we bake and when we cook, something like that, but in an energetic sense. And yeah, Yeshua just guided me, and I felt my heart just activate. I felt this buzzing sound, and I just started forgiving all this heaviness from my heart space. Just I cried it away, and then my heart was so magnetic and pulsating like an orb within me, and I felt my heart activate, and it created this shield around me, and I felt my angels, my guides, what seemed to be seraphim. But I'm saying all this to say that room, being with 18 plus people, when there's only 2 shamans on ayahuasca, it's kind of like, if you don't know how to protect your energy, then anything can happen. And I was just grateful that I was good, and I came back to my heart space until, your girl started to perceive more and more things. And then after I got that message, I look at my partner, and I'm just like, I love you. And then I'm like, yo, can I get some help over here, please? And then I'm literally having a panic attack. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I'm trying, and she's like, maybe we should leave the room. And I was like, I think I need to leave the room because this shaman over here keeps singing, and I'm not trying to keep going through these waves and these peaks. She holds my hand, and she's breathing with me, and she walks me out of the room. They did so good caring for everybody, and it was like only maybe 4 women. They did great. And I sat down and I was like, I need you to get my boyfriend. Please. I need you to give me something to stop this now. Because I think the tobacco just intensified everything. So if this goes on any longer, I will leave my body. And I got shit to do here. So please help me. And yeah, so my boyfriend ended up coming and guiding me through, and then ended up having a whole journey with him. That's a whole other story. Things that I've noticed since ayahuasca, because the integration process is the most challenging process of the whole experience of sitting with this medicine. You living life after this and integrating all of the knowledge that you had previously learned sitting with her medicine. I prayed for clarity, discernment with my friendships and people, and really being surrounded by people of love and of my highest good and highest favor. And some things like that were crazy. It's like 3 friends just like removed themselves or start acting funny, and I was just like, okay, like what did I do? It's only been like a few weeks since I've been back from Peru, and like all of a sudden like people are switching up, and it's less of like I have no hard feelings. It's just like, what is going on? Like, it makes you like, did I do something wrong? And it's like, no, you are getting what you prayed for. Oftentimes we ask for growth, and then we get surprised when we get sent challenges, right? And it's just, no, accept this for what it is. Like, rejection is Most High's protection, okay? So I'm being an observer, not an absorber. I'm not taking on anybody's emotions. I'm realizing actually how weird people are. Yeah, humanity is weird. And just protecting my energy and realizing I don't have to hold on to other people's emotions. I got my own to hold on to. I got my own problems to hold on to. If people feel some type of way about me, that's cool. And like in the past, before, I'd be very much so like people pleaser tendencies, and what can I do to make you happy, even though I didn't even do anything wrong. And now I'm just like, I'm not here to make you happy. Like, I'm here to make me happy and live my best life. If you feel some type of way, then you do that. But I'm still winning. What is waiting for you is greater than what you have to leave behind. Okay? Oftentimes we go through life with attachments, and that's only human, to people, places, things, experiences, whatever it may be. And we need to realize that what is waiting for you, the gifts, the joy, the abundance, the prosperity, is so much better than anything you can perceive right now. So don't get too comfortable. Don't limit yourself. Don't shrink yourself. Don't become complacent. Be willing to let go. Be willing to surrender and redirect your energy and your focus on what you really want in your life. Because there's so much more and better waiting for you. Love cannot be conquered. Love is all there really is and all that really exists in this life. Everything that is not of love is an illusion, and that is a cheat code. That is a cheat code. And another thing I'm realizing is like, when people are removed from your life or things are removed from your life, it's an opportunity for you to grow into a better version of yourself, and you need to give yourself that space and time to grow. You need to give yourself that space and time to learn how to be better. Okay, we need to give ourselves space and time to disconnect from that old entity or the old version of ourselves and step into a higher version of ourselves. That's not easy. It's not going to be easy. But just know that you are safe, you're guided, you're protected through this journey, you're protected through it all. It's up to you to take accountability for your responses, your actions, your life, your gifts. It's time to just give back to yourself, and honoring your ancestors is honoring the gifts that you have. Honoring the Creator is honoring the gifts that the Creator has given you so graciously, and actually applying it to your life. So much more unraveling about it all. Like, I definitely do feel like I'm more focused on myself. I definitely feel like I have a lot more clarity. I did do a lot of purging and cleansing emotionally and energetically, sitting with Aya. And even now, I do continue to still feel like I still feel ayahuasca, even though I haven't sat with her for 2 months. I still feel her guidance. I feel her energy within me. I feel clarity, discernment, a lot more peace and hope. I also feel very powerful. I feel like I've connected with my power again and my worth. This is all to say, you do not have to sit with ayahuasca if you're not called by it, right? If you feel like you want to, just make sure you go to a good safe space where people who know what they're doing, who are shaman, who are indigenous to the area and the region where that plant is. I feel like that's super important. Not to say like you're not going to get the messages elsewhere, but going to a shamanic school and learning shamanism is different than coming from generations of shamans within your bloodline and continuing to heal people. So just keep that in mind. I'd rather have that person. If you have a calling to sit with Aya, I definitely would recommend you really thinking about it. If this is no other way for you to break through, what can I do? Have no fear to spread for ayahuasca at all. She is a teacher. She's the vine of death. She's gonna teach you to appreciate your life. You feel called to sit with ayahuasca, I say you do it if you're called and if you're ready. And if you're not, then don't. Ayahuasca was initiating me into where I needed to be in life and the version of myself, and just shedding and reinventing myself and being reborn into another version of myself that is just higher, loving, and healed. I know there's a lot of controversy around her medicine and being demonized, but I'm gonna tell you that following your own truth and your own guidance that you get from source is more important than society and religious propaganda and indoctrination. So be mindful, set your intentions, do your prayers, set your focus on what you want to experience, and there will be an opportunity or a place that aligns with you that you can sit with her. She will always find her way to you, or you to her. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being tuned in. And may this guide you to your own breakthroughs and your own healing. And by divine decree, may you be aligned. May you be in your power. May you be full of discernment, clarity, wisdom, and may you walk in your truth and your highest expression of self. Take care. Love you.